Hi guys, it's good to have you once again on the Eagles broadcast. And I'm your humble servant, Teye-Larweh. Alright, so today I am still continuing the series we are doing on the book of Jeremiah chapter 1, and specifically the discourse between God and Jeremiah. And so before I kickstart, I would like to read the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 1. I read, "The words of Jeremiah the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin." I take the chapter 1 verse 1 again. "The words of Jeremiah the son of Hilkiah, of the priests that were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin." Alright, today my agenda is to speak to us on one of the challenges of a prophet. And before I kickstart, I would like to say that every details or information given in the Bible about something or somebody has what it wants to communicate to its readers or followers. And so nothing was just written or nothing was just recorded. And so when you study or read the book of Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 1 that I read carefully, you will know and understand where Jeremiah was coming from, what he was doing or probably may be doing, and what transpired his utterance to say that I cannot speak, for I am but what? A child. My agenda today, like I said, is to speak to us about one of the challenges of a prophet. In my previous episode, I think the episode 3 on the series, I spoke about one of the challenges which has to do with as a result of the depraved nature of humanity that resulted in the creation of two groups of people on earth, talking about the tasty group of people and the atheistic group of people, where I made mention that the theistic group of people believe in the existence of God and God's involvement in humanity. And I also stated that the atheistic class of people negates the theistic class of people. That has to do with they don't believe in the existence of God. And I also mentioned about a branch in the atheistic group of people called the agnostics. And the agnostics, yes, they say, okay, right, there could be God, but they don't believe in God's involvement in humanity. So if God exists, they don't believe in the fact that God is actively involved in the ministry or affairs of humanity. So if God is saying that he has raised a voice, assuming that a prophet is approaching one of these people or one of these nations that doesn't believe in the existence of God, in a God who claims to be actively involved in daily activities of these people, it will become a challenge for the prophet, and it will even make the prophet sound funny to whoever he is preaching the word of God to, because the person receiving the word does not believe in God, does not believe in the existence of God. So how then does he embrace or receive what you are saying on behalf of this God? And that was what one of the challenges of, I believe, could also be a challenge to us in this present age. All right, if you should read the chapter 1 verse 1 carefully, it will give you an idea of where Jeremiah was coming from. It is stated that Jeremiah was coming from a priestly family because the father was a priest. And it is likely that the grandfather was also a priest, and the great-grandfather was what? Also a priest. So it could be that Jeremiah was serving as a priest, probably because, like I mentioned, Jeremiah was at the age between 16 and 17 when the call of God came upon his life. And so I believe that he was understudying the father, because boys at his age understudy their father. All right. Before I continue, let me say this. We all have our expectations in life. We all have our aspirations. We all have our visions. And we are desiring that our expectations and our visions will fall in place that will bring testimony or breakthrough for us, that our soul will rejoice. But permit me to also ask you this. As you are preparing for what you have been expecting for, how are you preparing also for the unexpected? How are you preparing for the unexpected? You know, we are living in a fallen world, and things will not go smoothly as you may want them to be. And so, since so long as the earth remains, there will be time and season for everything. Then it should tell you that yes, it is not wrong for you to have expectations. It's not wrong for you to have plans. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not always that your plan may go according to the way you desire or the way you've wished. So as you are getting ready to embrace your expectations, be also prepared to welcome anything that you have not expected or you have not expected, because things may come your way that you have never imagined or think of. However, it all has to do with what your preparation and how you will embrace the changes, because changes are not sweet as such, but changes always has a message to communicate and where it wants to lead us to. And so let me give you this illustration or example to what I am saying. For instance, assuming you have been saving for a project, you have been saving to get married, or you have been saving to buy a car, you have been saving for something, and all of a sudden something just comes up that is not in line with the purpose why you are saving the money for, but you have to use the money for that which has come up unexpectedly. What are you going to do? Are you going to nullify the emergency, or you are still going to go ahead with your plan? Assuming a lady has been betrothed or has been engaged, and all of a sudden there's this armed robbers or whoever has come to the scene and has defiled or raped the lady. I mean, she didn't expect that, she didn't plan for that, but it has happened. So at the end of the day, what is she going to do? Let me give you another example. Assuming somebody has been somebody has been trained to be an accountant, and all his life he has been understanding accountancy, and all of a sudden time changes and things have switched, and he or she is being asked to go to the medical field. So let's consider the number of years that he or she has understudied accounting, and now he is supposed to switch to a different profession. It will become a challenge, and I believe strongly that this was one of the challenges of Jeremiah. Like I stated, Jeremiah was coming from a priestly family, and so it is likely that he was aspiring to be what? A priest. And all of a sudden, God came to the scene and he said, Jeremiah, I've called you, and I've called you to be what? A priest. All right.